Okay, you know, you just have to breathe. You're not breathing, okay? So your breath is really, really important. So take a breath. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you?
Not how dare you?
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 Okay, good. I think I have it. Okay. And now for you, it's...
How can I possibly do that?
Then do it differently. Okay. Thanks a whole lot. Back at you. Right back at you. Take a bit of that. Take a little bit of that. Keep it for yourselves. I realized I came out and I was bouncing a little bit. I don't know why. I think I know why. I got a bounce in my step because I found a new food that I love. And it's not a new food. Food's been around for a little while, but it's a new to me food, and it's bread pudding. And, oh, do you love the bread pudding? Man, some people don't, and I don't understand those people. I can't stop eating it. It's delicious. It's like, I really am eating it too much all the time now. I got a monkey on my back. I need help, I'm telling you. Oh, Mama, help me with the monkey. But the bread pudding, I don't even know what it is exactly. It's a delicious, delicious dessert. It's made out of bread and pudding, or pudding and bread, but it's bread and it's pudding, and those are two things that I love. And I'm surprised that I like it though, because I don't like bread that's kind of soggy usually. Because one time I was eating a sandwich and I sat it down on the plate, and I looked away for a minute, and the pickle, the juice from the pickle seeped into the bread. And I like pickles and I like bread, but not together. So they should never make a dessert out of that. So, but the bread pudding is another story entirely. Whoever invented it is a genius. Oh, he must be rich. The two things, that's what they do. They took two things that people like and put them together, and that should be done more often. I don't know why, because for instance, I love lobster and I love ice cream. When? Peanut butter and chocolate, that was inevitable. You knew that was going to happen. Why did it take so long, you know? Thank God those two people were walking at the same time like that. Never would have happened. It's good to mix it. I love olives and vodka. I love those two things. Those two together. Refreshing. They already have that, I know that. But, oh, bread pudding is the best combo, I'll tell you that. And I like it, you know what I like it with? Coffee ice cream. That can't be good for you, really. It's what I do is I have a big old pile of bread pudding, and then I have coffee ice cream with it. It kind of melts on top of it, and it's, oh, I might as well just eat lard right out of a can. I wonder how that tastes. With coffee ice cream, it'd be good. Lard and coffee ice cream. Probably not the healthiest thing in the world, though. But I kind of balance it out. You know, what I do every day, and that's healthy, is dance. Oh, I love her. 5-time Oscar nominee Glenn Close is here. She's great. This season, she joined the cast of the Emmy Award-winning series The Shield. She's one of my favorite actors. And she, you know, her first movie was World According to Garp, which is one of my favorite films. That was her first movie. That's amazing. So she's so versatile. She plays everything. She can play tough, sweet, scary, period characters. You name it, she'll do it. Also on the show, Kevin Pollak. He's here to tell us about his new movie, Hostage. He's been in 50 films. I was reading that, 50 films. He was in A Few Good Men, Usual Suspects, Grumpy Old Men. If a movie has men in it, he's one of the men. And also on the show, Tori Amos is here. Her new CD is called The Beekeeper. Oh, sounded great in rehearsal. I love her anyway, but she's performing Sleeps with Butterflies, which, oh, be careful, because when you roll over, he'll squish them. Also, she has a brand new book, Tori Amos, Piece by Piece. And also, oh, maybe you saw this on the news, maybe you heard about this story. It's incredible. This guy survived this horrible boat accident. Do you know the story I'm talking about, where his boat got sucked into the dam? This is a little clip this is the girl that was on the boat with him before he was sucked down. She was still trying to get rescued. And moments later, it went under when she was at the last minute. It's incredible. And he's here. His name is Dirk Hoekstra. He'll be here with us today talking to us about that story. And also, we're doing, oh yeah, mystery word of the day. All right, so Glenn Close is back there. She's got some headphones on. She can't hear us. She's probably listening to different ways of going, ah! Can't hear us. All right, the mystery word that I'm going to try to get Glenn to say is pizza. Yeehaw! Now they're playing with me. Now they're just playing with me. So I'm trying to get Glenn Close to say pizza sometime during the interview, and you're all going to win a prize, and people at home are going to win a prize. And at home, you can go to the website and have a chance to win also. So I'll remind you, you don't have to write it down. I'll remind you later what the word is again. Anyway, we have an incredible show, and personally, I think it's too much show. I don't know how we should take some of it away, but it's too late now. We could take 3 elements out of this show and still have enough show for a show. I can't show you, it's too late, but we could. More amazing than that, we're coming up on our 300th show, which is amazing. I don't know. So, that's a lot of shows. We're going to celebrate somehow. I don't know, we're planning it, right? We're trying to put it's going to be big. I don't know what it is. I know there'll be balloons and cheese and crackers. It's huge. I mean, we've actually tried to get a mime troupe in. We haven't heard back. And one thing we're going to do is we're going to show some of our favorite moments of the 300 shows. And I was on a plane the other day, and this woman said, you know, one of my favorite things that you did on your show was when you had the orangutan on. And last year, I don't know what, why I would think I could interview a monkey. Like, what was, I think we have a clip of me trying to work with the monkey. Come here, sweetheart. Let's show the montage. Come on up. All right. You're right. This is a whole lot of fun. I love animals, and somebody said, hey, do you want, I'm like, well, what am I filling 6 minutes with a monkey doing? But anyway, so we want to hear from you, because that reminded me of that. I had forgotten about it until the woman on the plane told me. So send in your favorite moments, go to our website, and we're going to put a bunch of them together for the show. So, and while you're at the website, we're also looking for your embarrassing stories. If you have something that happened to you that was so embarrassing you can't bear to say it, we'd love to hear about it. Because, you know, people keep asking me what's the most embarrassing thing. People in the audience tell us sometimes things that happen. So we're thinking we could do some good with those things. So tomorrow on the show also, we're going to have kid inventors. And they're so impressive that we picked one of our kid inventors to be the Looky Loo clip of the day. All right, take a look at the 6-year-old's invention. It's pretty impressive.
This is the water bottle. This is the toothbrush. This is the straw. This is the mouth.
That's a great idea. Never brush without a helmet. That's long overdue. That's Luke Hubbard, and he's going to be here. He's from Hampstead, New Hampshire, and he's just the tip of the iceberg. Don't miss tomorrow's Kid Inventors. And they're like mad scientists, is what they are. And speaking of mad scientists, last week we got a picture of a kid that looked like a mad scientist because his grandmother fixed his hair on picture day. Don't let this happen to you. Take a look. Why anyone would think a child needs hairspray? They gave him... but it gave us a great idea. So we have a new segment. It's called Bad School Photos Tournament. And so we'd love to see your bad school pictures. I'll never ask you to do anything I wouldn't do myself. Here's my senior class picture. My senior picture the year before was much better. Send your photos to the address on the screen, or you can send them to our website, or if you're really gifted, you can send them telepathically. I'm receiving. Don't go away. When we come back, Glenn Close is going to be sitting right here. All right, she's right back there. She doesn't have headphones on, so look at your monitors to remind you the word I'm trying to get her to say is...
Yeehaw!
Our first guest is a 5-time Academy Award nominee who just joined the cast of The Shield on FX. Please welcome back the talented Glenn Close. They were egging you on.
Yeah, they were.
You give them a little bit, they're gonna, and you're up since 4:30 this morning. That's good that you have that energy to have any kind of movement right now, any kind of dancing.
Bunny.
Do you have, huh?
Bunny.
Bunny? No.
Okay.
Just keep saying random words,
Ignore?
though. Yeah. No. Any others?
House.
No. Wouldn't it be weird if you just said it all of a sudden? Do you have any embarrassing stories before I forget to ask you?
I have a lot.
One you want to share?
Yeah, the one that came to mind when they were asking about it was when I was queen of the New York car show. I had never done a movie. I was doing the show on Broadway, and it was just kind of getting to be known, and the publicity woman had this brilliant idea that I would be queen of the car show. It was at this huge coliseum. And I said, well, okay. And I said, well, what would I wear? And she said, just your own clothes. I said, okay. And we'll bring you a tiara. So I said, okay. I had this skirt on and this little blouse, and they brought me this tiara from, you know, the paper store or something. And the little girl who was playing Annie at the time, who could have been Sarah Jessica Parker, I'm not sure, she was going to be my princess, and they had a cardboard crown for her. So we arrived at the Coliseum, and there's these huge, long, conveyor, escalator, and you're walking up, and you come to the floor of the Coliseum, and these huge revolving platforms with the shiniest, newest cars with, like, Playboy bunnies in tiny bikinis. And all the, photography, and the RPR goes, could you, take a picture of Queen of the Car Show? Here she is. And I had this little tiara in my, and it's like this. It's like, where? They're saying, where? What, her? Like, she looks like somebody else. It's like a bag lady. Oh, God, it was mortifying. And even me, I just said, I think I better go home.
Oh. I should keep my tiara. Will this bring back bad memories, it seems? I have one.
Well, think of that with like a little denim skirt and a flowered
That's
shirt.
all you need to be queen of the car show. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. And did you just leave right away, or did you stay?
I left.
Yeah.
It was too mortifying, because nobody wanted to take my picture.
No. Oh, God. And what, were there duties being queen of the car show?
Who knew? I didn't last
you didn't
very
say. Well, look at you now. What do they know?
Exactly.
Those people.
I know.
Except,
No, I actually thought, where are those Playboy bunnies now? And I have actually played queens.
yeah, see?
So,
Little do they know.
Right.
Maybe they were on a revolving platform with shiny cars, but. It happens all the time. All right. Now, it is my goal. That's your new embarrassing moment. It is my goal now, because Nicole Kidman snorted when she was on here, and now you. So that's my mission.
I'm in good company.
Yeah, you are. And I should say, by the way, happy birthday. Is it? Okay, I won't. It's your birthday soon, this week, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm trying to forget my birthday.
Really? Oh, come on.
It's published around the world, and it's impossible, but
Yeah, I know.
I try to forget it.
On E.T., they always say, and they have the silhouette.
Wonderful.
Who is the woman who is, 73 today? It's like, wow. I don't know how old you are.
And doesn't she look good?
Yeah, that's when they start saying that.
Yes, you look so good.
Yeah, right. They never say that when you're 20, like, you're supposed to.
I didn't look good when I was 20. I look better now.
You look beautiful now. You look absolutely stunning. You do. Yeah, you look horrible back then. Yeah.
You should see my high school picture.
Yeah?
Oh, my God.
Will you send us your high school? You said
I will.
she's...
I don't know. It's really, really bad.
Oh, well, that high school picture, I was in Atlanta, Texas, and I knew I was moving the next day, and everyone took so much time fixing their hair. I thought, nobody's ever going to see this picture, ever, because I'm leaving here, and then it's been in Entertainment Weekly, it's been in People magazine.
I was in a movie house with slides before a show, and they say, guess who the celebrity is? And it was high school pictures, and bang, they're right.
Yeah. You never know.
Terrible.
I would advise you to always fix your hair for a high school picture, just in case you're famous someday, because it'll show up everywhere. We have to take a break, and we will be right back right after this with Glenn. We're back with Glenn Close. That's a clip from The Shield. And it's getting amazing reviews. I'm sure that's one of the reasons you chose. This is your first TV series that you've chosen to do.
Yeah, ever.
Why is that?
Well, because it's so good.
Yeah.
It was the furthest thing from my mind. I always never quite know what I'm going to do next. I'm always up for anything, basically. And they came and they pitched me the character, and I watched, not all of it. At that time, I watched enough to realize that it was addictive, entertaining, and incredible storytelling. And just, I was
Shot really well.
Shot really well.
Yeah. And Michael, he was here yesterday, and he's just adorable.
Yeah,
He's
he is.
sweet and talented.
Michael's extraordinary. Everybody in that whole ensemble is extraordinary.
Yeah. But it's hard because you're out here, you live in New York normally, you're here for 5 months.
Yeah.
You must really miss.
I get very homesick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you miss the food there at all?
It's
New
not
York?
food that I miss the most, actually. It's
really?
the people.
Oh, people. No, but it's nice to see the people
Yeah.
and, you know, just go in and get a, you know.
My daughter, our dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. But when you're just walking
food.
down
We're
the
talking
street.
about food,
you
aren't
just,
we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It might be.
Food, hamburger. In New York.
Yeah, New York has, you know, you just walk.
Bagel.
Oh, yeah, good bagels. Yeah. But like if it's.
Lox and bagels.
That's good. But at night, if you're just walking and you're like hungry and you go, hey, let's just walk in and get a.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Macy's is giving each of you a $100 gift card. Macy's is a premier destination for the best brands in beauty, fashion, and the home, all in one place. From coast to coast or online at Macy's.com.
And our viewers at home can also win a $100 Macy's gift card. Just log on to our website, see how you can do that. I know it is hard, and I know you have 3 dogs, right? And your daughter is there. And so what we wanted to do is we wanted to give you it's a Vialta Beamer phone so that you can actually talk and see each other while you're talking on the phone. It's a little thing that you hook up to your phone, so we're giving you that so you won't be so homesick.
Nice.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The Shield premieres tonight at 10 o'clock on FX. Tori Amos performs after this. Don't go away. Our next guest has appeared in over 50 films, including A Few Good Men and The Usual Suspects. Currently, he stars alongside Bruce Willis in Hostage. Take a look. Please welcome Kevin Pollak.
You like this?
I love that.
Oh, isn't it fun? Yeah,
Yes.
it's Route 66 across this great land of ours.
I love it. And it's good to see you. We started out
I know.
together doing stand-up in San Francisco.
That's right,
and,
yeah.
And we haven't seen each other.
And now here we are, careers later.
Yeah, 50. I cannot believe you've been in 50 films.
No, see, that was I have seen 50.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's why.
Yeah,
No,
now
but
it makes sense.
Isn't that incredible,
It's a
though?
little embarrassing,
That sounds
actually.
like that's a lot of films.
It's 7 a year.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that's really good. Because all I know is that we started out, and you do you still do impressions?
I do, yes.
Because that's what
Yeah.
you're really good.
Well,
Do
thank you.
some for us, please.
Well, who should I...
I don't know. Who do you like to do?
Well, I think you probably had him on the show as a guest, Christopher Walken.
Uh-huh.
One of my favorite things about him, I imagine as a host, when interviewing him, is that all of his thoughts tend to be unconnected. Mm-hmm. So let's try that.
Okay. Well, thank you for being on the show. How was your day today?
Frankenstein never scared me. Marsupials do.
Yeah. And is that a new outfit, Christopher?
'Cause they're fast.
That's great. Now, that's dead on.
It's spooky.
Yeah.
It's actually a possession that sort of takes place. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
I've
even the way
never-
you kind of change your mouth right afterwards, kind of thinking about what you just said.
Right.
It's
yeah.
amazing.
You have to kind of become them and think like them.
Can you become Shatner?
I can, although I cannot believe you said that. I was in a chapter of one of his books. He asked me to be a part of this to show the reader, explain to the reader technically how to do Captain Kirk. So would you like to kind of go through the
Yes,
motions?
please.
It's very important, first of all, you have to thrust out your arms, keeping the elbows close together.
Should I try this with you?
For no apparent reason.
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And the idea is that you've been hit by some alien beam.
Okay.
All right, so the beam comes and we go. And then, that's very good. That's very good.
Well,
Your first time, though.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
I'm just good at accents, but go ahead.
and then the other thing is that you have to sit forward because they get the thing. The right arm has to be like a pendulum.
Okay.
You gesture. That's it.
Okay.
Yours is a little more laid back.
Yeah.
Than because he tends to be a little
Yeah.
shocking.
Yeah.
That's good. That's better.
So Bruce was here recently, and Hostage, that looks really good. And
Yeah, it's a lot of suspense, edge of the seat type of stuff. Also some great action, and you know a lot of movies have great action, but they kind of drag it out, like Lord of the Rings 3 movies, Matrix 3 movies, Star Wars 6 movies, Hostage 1 movie.
yeah, you don't need 30.
You know,
Yeah, that's great. That's the way
you
to do it.
got $50 worth of action for $8.
That actually, it's not even to be continued, that we know exactly what the
Yeah.
ending is. That's a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why they don't do it like that more often.
I wish they would.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on, because I haven't seen you, so for your success.
Oh,
I'm really
thanks.
happy for you, and you really
Right
are
back
fine.
at you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, Kevin.
My pleasure.
Hostage is currently in theaters everywhere. When we come back, we'll be talking to a boat accident survivor, Dirk Hoekstra. We'll be right back. Our next guest went for quite a ride last week when his boat was sucked into an open dam and plunged 60 feet. From Austin, Texas, please welcome Dirk Hoekstra. They saw a little bit of the footage, and some people have seen it. You're trying to hide your scars and everything.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
just easier to hold on
How
like
long
that.
ago did this happen?
A week ago.
A week
today.
ago.
Yep.
And you're just traveling around talking. I mean, you fell 60 feet, and it would just basically tell us what happened, how it started happening.
Well, the current was pretty strong, and I had an engine failure first time ever. I just rebuilt everything on this boat. It was my dad's boat, one that he built back in the 60s, and we're bringing actually the boats back now. And next thing I know, we're getting sucked into the dam, and the current, I threw out the anchor, nothing slowed us down, and we ended up right on the other side of floodgate, and then it flipped us and slammed us in the back. And my friend Monica, she came over the back.
It was just the two of you on the boat?
Yeah, and the back end crushed in and started flooding up, and that's when the force flipped us both to the back of the boat, so we were both standing in the water, and I just took her and shoved her up and said, grab the wheel and get on top of the boat, and about a second later is when I got sucked in.
You got sucked in?
Yeah, the water was coming over the back of the boat.
And so what does that feel like to all, I mean, how long did it take?
It felt like somebody just grabbed my ankles and
Right. But so
gone.
a 60-foot fall feels like a second, or did it feel like forever that you were?
It seemed like a long time, because once this thing spits you out underneath the dam, you're underneath the waterfall, so that water just keeps pummeling you back under, and it took me a long time to get out of the whirlpools.
And then the current kept pushing you for another half a mile or so underwater.
Yeah, I came up about a third mile.
I don't even know how you didn't just inhale water.
Believe it or not, I just stayed really calm and just thought about my kids, and I better make it through this for them, and I did. So.
Wow. Well, that's a good thing to hold on to, that kind of hope. All right, so let's take a look at the footage. This is footage that you said by now, and people were videotaping because there were people nearby having drinks and eating, and they saw this happening. So someone was videotaping.
It's right in front of a restaurant.
Okay, so there goes the boat right after she got pulled up. I mean, literally, a rope comes. But you didn't know that. You thought she came out with you?
Well, yeah, I thought the boat and her came about a second after me. So after I finally got to the shore, I was, screaming for her and trying to look for her in the water, but I lost my contacts. I really couldn't see anything. Plus, I'm standing there naked.
Let's get to that story now. So, because of the force of, did you have shorts on or something?
Yeah, I had shorts and a shirt.
And a shirt?
Yeah.
And the force of the water took everything off?
And yeah, when I was under the waterfall, my shorts started coming off, and I kept on my ankles for about 5 seconds, I think. Then I was like, just forget it.
Yeah.
It's not worth holding on to those.
Yeah. Wow. All right, so then you're waiting for her, thinking you're going to see her come down.
Yeah, and then, I realized if I barely made it, it was gonna be, pretty hard for her to make it. And
so you can't
so
see,
I
how
raced
blind are you without your contacts? You couldn't see?
that far.
Wow. All right, so you're naked.
And I'm running. I'm going up this
You can see far enough to know that you're naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, basically, I saw this light on, and I just tried to look around and see shadows, if anybody was out there, because of course I didn't want to run naked in front of people. And so it looked like it was all clear, so I ran across this huge courtyard where it's all lit up, and there's this house with a light on it in the back, like sliding door, and I figured, they're up, and their home, and she had a little blue kiddie pool in her backyard. So I snagged that and put that in front of me and knocked on the door and said, I don't want to alarm you, but I am naked behind here, not because I just had a major accident and my friend, I think, is dead in the river. I need to call 911. And
Oh, God.
she was like, Mom, get him a blanket.
Yeah.
and,
Wow.
she was babysitting like all these little girls, and I mean, there's 4 little girls in her living room watching, you know, Teletubbies or something.
Yeah.
Here I am just bleeding everywhere, and they're
Yeah.
all crying, and I felt so bad for them.
Oh, man.
But,
what a story. And she's okay, and you're
Monica, yeah.
and you're okay. That's incredible. You've been through a lot, and we wanted to get you a little something. So we have several things. Hold your applause because we're running out of time, and I want to make sure that we get to all this. First of all, you're going to get $2,000 worth of tools from Home Depot so you can put this boat back together. You're getting a $3,000 gift certificate that you can use for any supplies. We're also
God.
sending you and your boys on a week-long cruise to the Mexican Riviera, courtesy of Celebrity Cruises, so that you can go take a little break and
You're gonna make it
stay away from the sides of the boat. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I have a confession. Before the show, I asked Ellen, what's the secret of comedy? And you know what she said to me? She said, there is no secret, just be funny. Or did she say, the secret is just being funny? No. Oh God, no, maybe she said it's no secret when you're being funny. No. Wait a second, I wrote it down. Okay, this is what she said. The secret to comedy is to keep it a secret when you're being funny, but not so secret that nobody laughs. Wow, you know, that's really damn good advice.
I want to thank Glenn Close, Kevin Pollak, Tori Amos, and Dirk Hoxford tomorrow. Kelsey Grammer, Brian Williams, and Kid Inventors will be here. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.